stuff to me anymore. They still do some things. It's because they know I don't care. I mean, I care, but what am I going to do? It's kind of like once you jump out of an airplane with a parachute, is your parachute going to open? You sure hope so. I mean, I don't know. And there's such a liberating feeling about going, gee, I hope they don't hurt my wife or kids. Gee, I hope they don't kill me or destroy me in the media or set me up. Or it's kind of nice that they're just doing COINTELPRO against me and making stuff up. And I kind of let them do that as like, okay, you get to do that. Thank you for not killing me. And I do want to say to the globalist, I know they've calculated all the angles and they think I'm buffoonish and that I discredit at certain levels, but now they figured out that's not really the case. And I do feel the wings of death flapping above my head, and they're beginning to really analyze my true operation. But we're a little farther down the line now, aren't we, globalists? To where my information is out there, and if you kill me, it's going to highlight, it's going to underline everything I've said and done. And so you're going to destroy me in the media. The problem is the media is so discredited that if you tell a bunch of lies about me, anybody who can think automatically supports me. I mean, yes, you've got buffoons fooled, you've got idiots fooled, you've got morons fooled, but anyone who can think, even if they disagree with me on some issues, Lord knows I make mistakes and am aggressive and bombastic and arrogant sometimes, but people who've got discernment and who've been around the world, they know I'm for real. They know even if I wasn't a good person and it wasn't for real, I'm waking a lot of people up. I mean, if I work for the government, man, this is the worst money they ever spent because we're hurting them, folks. We're teaching you you have power. We're teaching you you can affect change. We're teaching you that you can fight the New World Order. We're teaching you how their systems work. We're teaching you to unplug from their matrix. We're showing people how they can affect change. We're documenting our true form of government. The system hates us. We're against bashing Jews and bashing Catholics and bashing blacks and bashing whites. I come out against the racist Hispanics and racist blacks when they're bashing white people. You know, we criticize corruption of Israel. We criticize corruption of China, but we don't hate Chinese people. We're here bringing people together. And that's why, you know, I thought about the magnitude of this last week. I thought, I haven't made a bigger deal over the fact that we can track the IP addresses of commenters and that these are coming from military bases and are government operatives. Many cases, they put their handles up there. You can go to their MySpace or Facebook, and they admit they're in PSYOPs. I mean, this is getting crazy. They don't even care if we know. And then I think about how many white supremacists have been caught in federal court, the Southern Poverty Law Center, Hal Turner, all of them, that attacked me. And then it turns out they're feds staging stuff. Hal Turner, I told you 6-7 years ago that guy was a fed. As if you couldn't take 1 micron. Do we have our guest? Okay, good. As if 1 micron of discernment wouldn't know he was a fed. And then it comes out, he's attacking me, I'm his main target, that I work for Israel and I'm bad and I'm all this stuff. And everybody, if they really want to be a true blue American, has to hate Jews and obsess on that all day. Even if you believed that, when you go out and preach that, it destroys all your other arguments. I don't want cap and trade, but I hate Jews. Oh, I don't want socialist health care. I hate Jews, by the way. That totally destroys your argument. Well, I don't hate Jews. And I understand there are a lot of evil Jews involved in the New World Order. There's a lot of evil people, period. But Jews are competitive, smart, informed, educated people. Of course, there's going to be a lot of evil people at the top that are Jewish. There's a lot of Brits at the top that are evil because British people statistically are very smart. And when you get evil ones on your hands, you got a problem. I mean, it's the same thing with the Russian government. I'm not against Russian people. I'm against their corrupt government. I speak out against it. All right, look. People always think it's a conspiracy theory on TV when I hit the silence button and talk to them. We're going to go to our guests in 5 minutes because I wasn't sure if we were going to get them on, and I have something else lined up. Ted Anderson's about to come on. The point here is I just realized that It's on record that all these top white supremacists get busted, get caught in federal court being federal informants or agents. They get caught in court cases and lawsuits and then admit when they kill their wife or beat up their neighbor or get in trouble. There's a whole bunch of them. Or threaten the wrong state judge and get arrested. They then come out and say, I'm a Fed. And then feds come in and go, well, he does work for us. Why would the feds have all these different organizations and groups attacking me as working for Israel or working for the Vatican or working for this or that, and then it comes out they are feds? See, the feds want us all fighting with each other. They want that. All right. We got Major General Stubblebine and Dr. Rima Laibow coming up at the balance of the radio show today with part 2 of their amazing interview with us last week. They can report on the conclusion of what happened at the Codex Alimentarius in Europe and so much more coming up in T-minus 5 minutes. Very honored to have them. We had some phone trouble getting them connected. I want to bring Ted Anderson up briefly because gold, as you know, went above $1,100 and has stayed there. And Ted is almost out. It's gone up 3 times in the last week. He's almost out of gold. That is, well, yesterday, almost $60 less in the market than it is now. He's almost out of this, and it will go up in the next few days if the selling continues like this, and it clearly is. Ted, briefly, give us an economic outlook on what's happening. Tell folks about the Midas Resources offer of the day. If people didn't listen to us when gold was $300 an ounce, it's now $1,100 plus. Maybe they'll listen now.
Well, I hope so, Alex, because China and also India are trying to shore up their currencies with the amount of gold that they used to use, to have against their currencies. That'll push gold up to $1,300 an ounce if that happens. If the United States decides to get its currency shored up with gold, we're going to be as high as $2,700 an ounce, just to go back to 71 level. That's what we're looking at right here. Gold right now is sitting at $1,105 an ounce. I still have the francs currently right now, presently at the price of 246. British sovereigns are at 299. And I also have the Lakota coin at $22.30. Walking Liberties, 869. I mean, we have U.S. Eagles. We have junk silver bags. I mean, pretty much anything that you want to be getting into in the marketplace, we have it right here at Midas. The main thing is that you have to realize that the United States currency's value is under attack. There is simply no way that the U.S. currency is going to hold value when you have the United States government trying to solve its problems by printing money. It just doesn't work that way.
Well, absolutely, Ted. And when you hear even Clark Howard, the economic guru, saying, okay, go ahead and get into gold, when you hear all the national shows saying $2,000 an ounce, that it's guaranteed, I'm not saying that. It's guaranteed gold has real intrinsic value. I believe it's going to keep going up in the next few years because the dollar, they've decided to devalue it and kill it. But it certainly is crazy at this point to not get into gold and silver, especially when you can get in a time machine and go back and buy it cheaper than it is now because Ted is smart and buys in the dips. So this is a win-win-win. Those are great deals. Tell them it's the Alex Jones special to get the lower prices. You'll be paying a higher price that still is very competitive in this market. Ted has got an A rating for a gold company. When you look at all the other gold companies, go check them. They have C+, C minuses, or Fs. Ted is a great company, great deals, super high quality. It's where I've chosen to buy gold and silver because I can get the best deals. I get the deals you're getting. And these are just exceptional deals right now. Ted, give them the toll-free number.
Yeah, you get a hold of Midas here at 1-800-686-2237. Again, it's 1-800-686-2237. And by all means, please let us know that that you call off the Alex Jones Show.
Absolutely, Ted. Now, I want to be clear. When they call, whether it's the bags of junk silver, or whether it's a maple leaf, or whether it's an American Eagle, or whether it's a buffalo, you got a lot of stuff in right now. You tell them it's the Alex Jones special, and what type of discount do you get? Or is the Alex Jones special just on the francs, the sovereigns, and the silver $half?
Well, let's put it this way. There are some coins that we're carrying right now that if you don't mention that you've heard it on the Alex Jones special, you could pay as much as $200 an ounce more. I mean, that's the materials that I'm putting aside. I mean, specifically, I told my sales staff that this is for this particular offer. You can't offer this to anybody else. You're going to have to do it here.
So this is a blanket discount, but to focus in on that specific discount, because people are always calling me in and trying to get me to explain it, and I have the internal sheets where, say, it's a quarter-ounce gold coin back, and it was $224, and I would see your $4 or $5 markup. I mean, tiny.